What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak your mind, sports talk. All right, check it out. That's right, your boy back, and I'm on it. I'm on it. Like I want to talk. I just dropped some basketball stuff for my basketball fans, but now I want to talk boxing, baby. You know, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family is all about that boxing. But look, check this out, man. Because my baby Chain back in the building. What's good with your Chain? Yup, I'm on the ride back now, dog. So we rapping again. But check this out. So I've been off for a couple of days. You guys know I had the situation with my baby and all. So I really didn't have time to make a video about about Jarrell Miller, right? So since I didn't get a video or time to make a video, I'll just say this right quick. Jarrell Miller, you idiot, right? I mean, come on, Jarrell Miller. You're talking about some drug pills and all that. What do you think, you John Jones? What do you think, you're going to get the picogram excuse, Jarrell Miller? I mean, cut it out, fam. You had 20, 30 different fucking drugs in your system. And those damn sex pills are not going to justify anything you do when it comes to taking any kind of performance enhancing drugs, bro. You're guilty. You're flat out guilty. And for him to even come back and try to make any excuse is just so idiotic, because here's the thing, Jarrell Miller. You already came back and apologized to everyone. You already came back and confessed, basically. You know? And now all of a sudden, now you want to make excuses and such about everything that's going on. Like, I don't know what I think Jarrell Miller should just either be a journeyman or something, a gatekeeper, or just get the hell out of boxing, because it's painfully obvious, bro. You can't win without the extra drugs. You just can't win, fam. You know? But to come and start making all of these ridiculous excuses about drug pills and all of that nonsense, like, come on, Jarrell Miller. You should have just stayed silent, bro. You should have just stayed silent. You know, take your lumps and keep it moving. You know? But outside of that, man, you know, I don't know, man. I wish I was around, because I definitely had a you idiot video coming out. Jarrell Miller, you idiot. You know? Chain with Ice in the building, Martyr Machine, back in action. That's right, baby. Iceman, what's good with your Iceman? PDs. Yeah, I know, man. Jarrell Miller's a moron. You talking of the sex pills. Right. He must think he John Jones. The picogram. He think he gonna get the picogram excuse. You ain't had no picograms in you, Jarrell Miller. You had kilos in your ass, dude. Jarrell Miller was stuffed with all goddamn kinds of performance enhancing drugs and whatnot, man. What's wrong with these guys, bro? Steroids, whatever. I think he had the whole damn pharmacy in him. But yeah, that's just so silly. But you know something else, as I was catching up, guys, in these past 2 days, just kind of reading through some things, got a lot of reading done, and you know, taking care of my daughter, just kind of sitting there with her. And Philippe Hergovich and Dubois may be a possibility. Now, this is if, of course, Daniel Dubois gets past Joe Joyce. So we got to keep that in mind. He's going to have to get past Joe Joyce first. And if he gets past Joe Joyce, then it could possibly be a Philippe Hergovich, Daniel Dubois showdown. You know, Philippe Hergovich's team is having a tough time getting him any reasonable fights. I guess guys really don't want to fight him. Frank Warren, in my opinion, is doing an absolute terrible job with Daniel Dubois. He's not moving him the right way. He's not getting him the fights to make him get better. And to be perfectly honest, Daniel Dubois needs to step up the competition. I mean, he'll be viewed just like any other Tommy Timber in the building. What's good, Tommy? Tommy, I heard something about somebody sent me a message saying that you were blocked. So I see you in the house now, so I don't think that should be an issue anymore. And you know, the issue that we had here with the guy blocking everyone, well, I don't know. I guess he views D. Jefferson as the enemy now because he's been saying little slick shit, but I don't really give a damn. But he hasn't here anymore, no more, so won't be a problem with people getting blocked for no reason because he was the main problem. Kevin, what's up with you, Kevin? So yeah, Brown Gone One, what's up, fam? I want to keep my eyes on the road, guys, because I am driving. But so Philippe Hergovich's trainer was saying that, you know, yeah, they would be definitely willing to sit down to talk with Frank Warren about a fight with Philippe Hergovich and Daniel Dubois. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I know a lot of people are high on Daniel Dubois, but I'm a Philippe Hergovich fan. Mike from Boston, yes, she's doing much better, fam. That's why I'm back in the building, baby. And I won't come back until she was. I'll tell you guys right now, I missed the hell out of all of you guys and talking boxing and everything. But until my baby was feeling good, I won't going to come back. But the fact that you see me here now, yeah, she's feeling much better. Thank you for asking. So he said that Philippe Hergovich, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm high on Philippe Hergovich. I think he's an underrated boxer, probably because he hasn't gotten enough attention, to be perfectly honest. But he's a really talented fighter. He's not really that young. I believe Philippe is 26, 27, so he's not young like the Dubois and the Ortizes and Jared Anderson, Geronimo Boots. He's not young like them. He has a little bit of time on him. But I think that he's too much for Daniel Dubois because Daniel Dubois has some things to learn. He has a ways to go. And the fact that he's not getting a lot of rounds in because he's stopping guys 5 or earlier. A lot of fights, first and second round, he's putting guys away. So he's not getting a lot of rounds in. Not only is he's not getting a lot of rounds in, Daniel Dubois is not fighting a level competition that will make him any better. Even if he did get the rounds in with the guys that he's been fighting, you know, you keep fighting guys like that, and it just makes you worse, in my opinion, because you get accustomed to going in there and having your way, being able to do what you want to do, and you step up the level of competition, and these guys move more. You get off a center line. You know, lateral movement. They pump that jab in your face. They shoot you feints. They have you reacting to things that you wouldn't normally react to. And a lot of them hit a lot harder so they can buzz you. And Daniel Dubois hasn't really faced those types of adversity. And to be perfectly honest, I think Philippe Hergovich beats him. I'll tell you guys that right now. I think Philippe Hergovich beats Daniel Dubois. I'm interested in this Joe Joyce fight. I think that a lot of fans feel that it's one-sided. I was on Ring IQ's live a few days ago. We were talking about Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois. And shout out to Boxing Beats and Rhymes. You know, he feels the same way that I feel about Joe Joyce. I think Joe Joyce might get this. You know, I'm not sure which way I'm gonna go on this bet yet, but I think Joe Joyce is further ahead as far as the boxing acumen, IQ skill, you know, what he can do in the ring. Yeah, Joe Joyce is slow, but I believe he's a better boxer than Daniel Dubois. Another thing about Joe Joyce is he's basically the example I was talking about. Daniel Dubois is not just going to be able to go in there and have his way with Joe Joyce. He's not going to be putting this guy down with a single hit or anything. Joe Joyce is tough as nails. He's tough to the body. You know, they call him the juggernaut for a reason because he just keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming. And so, you know, I'm not decided. I'm still undecided, but you know, I may be going with Joe Joyce on a split decision, maybe potentially a split decision. I'm not sure. It's going to be a close fight, and I'm not sure that Dubois just goes in there and knocks Joe Joyce out the way he does. Now, can Dubois win? Sure. I'm not down in Dubois. I'm not dumping on Daniel Dubois. you know, he's one of my favorite heavyweight prospects. I will say that. I just think that at some levels he's overrated. People overrate him. And this happens with a lot of fighters. You know, I'm a Teofimo Lopez fan, Tyson Fury fan, but those two guys are overrated by a lot of fans. They put them up too high. We got to keep things in perspective. You know what I mean? Brian Harkin was good. Don't tell L-Dog that. Oh, me and L-Dog on the same page with Philippe Hrgović. That's my guy when it comes to Philippe Hrgović. L-Dog is one of those guys I'm talking about, though. Like one of these fans that overrate a guy too much. And I have faith in Philippe Hrgović as well. But I think L-Dog is over the top, Brian, with Philippe Hrgović. And I believe everybody feels that. L-Dog is taking it just a little bit too far with Philippe Hrgović. But, you know, I don't really disagree with L-Dog that Philippe can beat Daniel Dubois. I don't disagree with that at all. Because Frank's just not, he's not bringing Daniel Dubois up the right way. Had Daniel Dubois been over there with Top Rank, with Bob Arum, he would be on the right track. Because one thing about Bob Arum is he brings the best out of these fighters. He has a hell of a matchmaking team, and they put these fighters in the right competition to improve them, right? Bob Arum does a great job. Once they get proven, once their name's out there, Bob kind of starts to slack up on making a lot of these guys stars. You know, that's where Bob has his issues at, in my opinion. But as far as, you know, bringing these guys up in the beginning of their careers, Bob Arum does a spectacular job with that. And I think that, you know, that may have been a good landing spot for young Daniel Dubois. But it is what it is. He's with Frank Warren, and I won't begin to act like I know as much about Frank Warren, but I listen to Beats and Rhymes a lot, and he seems to know a lot about Frank Warren. He knows a lot about boxing, period. And he's enlightened me on a lot of things when it comes to Frank Warren, and it just doesn't appear that Frank Warren's doing a good job with Daniel Dubois at all. You know, hell, maybe even if he'd have landed in the hands of Eddie Hearn, he may have done a little better. But I think by far, and I don't think too many people would argue, that Bob Arum does a terrific job at bringing these young fighters up. Look at Teofimo. Look at Teofimo. Look at Terrence Crawford. I mean, at 147, that's one thing. But again, he brought Terrence. Terrence was with Top Rank, so he came up. You know, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. The list goes on and on. Bob Arum has produced a lot of stars. He brings these guys up the right way. Like I said, his matchmaking team, they're phenomenal. Get these guys into the right fights. You know what I'm saying? So, just don't know, guys. And I think that this fight with Joe Joyce is this is a good litmus test for Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce as well, because he's no veteran in the sport himself. I mean, you know, Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce is, you know, he still hasn't gone to the top himself. Now, Joe Joyce has a lot further to go than Daniel Dubois because he has to move quickly. The dude's older. He's in his 30s already. You know, he started extremely late. So he don't have a lot of time to dick around in the sport of boxing, where Dubois has plenty of time. Plenty of time. And that's the difference. Joe Joyce has to... I think this fight is more detrimental for Joe Joyce than it is for Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois could take a loss right now. He's still young enough. He can take a loss. He can roll off of it and still be great. Joe Joyce taking a loss at this caliber of Daniel Dubois. Where do you go from here? You know? Where do you go from here if you're Joe Joyce? So I think this fight is much more important for Joe Joyce. A win for Joe Joyce is much more important than it is for Daniel Dubois. But with that being said, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Dubois versus Philippe Hergovich fight if he should make it past Joe Joyce. And I think that that's an excellent fight if he beats Joe Joyce to move on and fight Philippe Hergovich, because one thing you don't want to do is go downhill. You know, we don't want Daniel Dubois to go fight Joe Joyce and then jump back in there with a freaking Dave Allen or another Fujimoto or some stupidness like that, right? We need him to continue to go uphill. Glenn Avery in the building. What's up? Iceman said, yeah, Bob Arum bring good fights and has been bringing a free matchup. Yeah. During this COVID-19. Yeah, either way, Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, man. I mean, he did phenomenal. A lot of people hate the fact that Vasily Lomachenko was able to come in and get this title fight and that title fight. Doesn't matter. Bob was responsible for that. And so, like I said, he brings these guys up. Die Hard Casuals, what's up with you, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Toby Barlett in the building. My man Nick Harmer. What's good, Nick Harmer? That's right, man. D. Jefferson is back. My baby's feeling good. What up, D? What up, Punch Drunk? My man Punch Drunk Boxing in the building. Hey, man, y'all get over to Punch Drunk Boxing's channel. Punch. I'm going to be over there, too, a little bit later. Let's see. Nick Harmer. My man, G-Man Boxing in the building. What's good with your G-Man? Now, Punch Drunk, get over there. But definitely get over to my man G-Man Boxing, baby. Hey, G-Man's got an excellent channel, guys. I love this dude's channel, bro. I do. I said before, he's quickly becoming one of my favorite channels. So I'm just going to switch that. He's actually one of my favorite channels, and it happened really fast because I'm critical. You guys know that I'm critical of these channels out here. But G-Man is on fucking money, bro. And if y'all haven't been over to G-Man Boxing, go check him out. I think everybody here knows Punch Drunk. That's my bro. We do stuff together. So I know you guys know Punch Drunk, but you might not all know G-Man Boxing. And if you don't, you need to. Shout out to my man G-Man in the building. Who we got? Is that Jelly Domino? Big love UK. Yeah, shout out to the UK and shout out to you, Jelly Domino. I appreciate you coming through to check me out, my friend. He said, this is the real G-Man, D. No fake. I feel you, dog. Man, we had a good time with Del Boy's channel, didn't we, G-Man? Fake accounts everywhere that day. That was pretty fun. That was pretty funny, too. No doubt. But yeah, I think that, again, that Philippe Hergovich, that would be a nice step for Daniel Dubois. He should get past Joe Joyce to take on a fight with Philippe Hergovich next. I think that would be an excellent move. You know, hopefully Frank can make that happen because that's what the kid needs. This kid needs some, you know, he needs to go up the ladder now. We're talking about him eventually challenging the Joshuas, the Furies, the Usyks, even the Wilders and things like that, man. And he's gonna have to get on point because, you know, again, man, Tyson Fury beat Wilder, and a lot of people just start putting all of these names on. He'll beat Wilder, and I'm really not convinced of that because Wilder is a dangerous fighter, and just because Tyson Fury can do something doesn't mean all of these other guys. I hear guys having Daniel Dubois beat Deontay Wilder already, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, how do you just throw him over Wilder? There's a good chance that Daniel Dubois go in there and get slapped by goddamn Deontay Wilder. The dude gets touched up. Daniel Dubois gets touched up. It's no doubt about that. So we can't just say that he'll go and boom. Let's see. How you gonna give him a Wilder fight? So he needs to take this Joe Joyce fight, beat Joe Joyce, which he has a chance to beat Joe Joyce. He can beat Joe Joyce. And then he needs to take that Philippe Hergovich fight. Continue to prove himself. You know, continue to get better, Daniel Dubois. So that's it with the Daniel Dubois and Philippe Hergovich situation. But here's something too, guys. This card, this PBC card, I know all of you guys are just itching for tomorrow. We got 3 fights coming on tonight, but tomorrow's the big night. You know, to be truthfully honest, tomorrow the night is going to be a hell of a night of boxing. I'm pretty sure all of us have been waiting for this card. Probably one of the best cards we've seen from the PBC in a very, very, very long time. And you know, those Charlos, man, they're the biggest talk of the town right now. You know, the closer fight, of course, in my opinion, the closer fight is Jamal and the Reverend Chinko. I think that the Reverend Chinko has a much better chance of beating Jamal, and this is my opinion, than does Jason Rosario have of beating Jamel. I think that the Reverend Chinko and Jamal Charlo's a closer matchup, right? I think Jamel knocks Jason Rosario out somewhere between 7 and 9. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm going to put in the prediction league. I'm going to go round 9 in the prediction league. No, I don't even know yet. Probably like I'll probably go round 8. I'll go in the middle, round 8 in the prediction league. But on the betting side of it, I'm going to do the group bet, the group rounds for Jamel Charlo 7 through 9, because I think he stops this kid. Banana's good. He looks good, but Banana has some deficiencies, and it's sort of like the same thing I say about Wilder, and how Wilder has been doing the same thing over and over and over again. With the span of one fight, he can only change but so much. And this is what I'm talking about with Banana. Like these deficiencies, defensive deficiencies he's had, this has not just been a one fight deal. And you can't, from J-Rock to Jamel Charlo, things are habitual, keeping those hands up. And then if he gets in there and starts thinking and tries to adjust or have to adjust too much, it could throw off what he normally does. A lot of these fighters, they go in there and they go by feeling, and it could throw off a lot of what he does. So I don't think Jason Rosario gets past Jamel Charlo. I could be wrong. This is boxing. Anybody can get knocked out. Anybody can get sparked. But all I've been hearing is about Jason Rosario's power. That's all I've been hearing. Jason Rosario's power. So how can we say that Jamel Charlo's power is overrated? And then we give all of this credit to Jason Rosario for power. And let's be honest, he stopped J-Rock. J-Rock don't have no solid chin. He's not a granite chin guy. And when you look at Jason Rosario's other knockouts, they were all lower level. They were all C-level or less fighters. This is who he was stopping. So I'm just not convinced on so many levels about Jason Rosario. But if we're going to question Jamel Charlo's power, then I think damn sure Jason Rosario's power has to be questioned. He has less fights, less knockouts against low-level opponents. J-Rock was the highest level opponent that he fought, but let's be honest, J-Rock's not elite. He beat Jarrett Hurd, but he's not elite. It's not an elite boxer he stopped. And J-Rock had his flaws. J-Rock lacks heart. That's for damn sure he lacks heart. Because I said even in the Jarrett Hurd fight, when he beat Hurd, Hurd popped him a couple of times with those uppercuts, and he let right up off the gas. Got back on the defense. He lacks heart. Jason Rosario, he hurt J-Rock pretty well. And then the next thing you know, he just took over that fight. That's the heart, bro. That got a lot to do with heart. Heart has a lot to do with fighters winning or losing and such. So, I can assess so much on this Jason Rosario J-Rock win when it comes to what he's going to do with Jamel Charlo. I mean, I'm just not as convinced. Let me see. All right, guys, I'll stop. So, let me see here. Get some of you guys comments. I'm not on stream, y'all. I'm getting ready to actually crank up a live right after this one on stream, y'all, so you guys can come in and get on the panel, share your thoughts if you have time. See what y'all talking about. Okay, everybody's saluting each other. That's cool. I love it, man. Big Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. Everybody salute. That's what's up. What's up, G-Man in the building. Toby, Nick. Okay. Punch Drunk said, I definitely will check G out. Oh yeah, definitely Punch Drunk. Check G Man out. I guarantee you Punch, because you're a boxing mind. You're gonna love that dude's channel, fam. You're gonna love G Man's boxing channel. Ralph on Real in the building. What's good? Jet Kyle, what's good? What's up, D Press? Oh, she's feeling great, Jet. She's feeling great this morning. She's actually in school right now on her computer because she does schooling from home. I decided not to send her back to school, and just imagine, right? She got a little ill here, but every parent is not, they're not as responsible as my wife and I are. And so they just send their kid. The harsh reality, especially here in America, a lot of parents send their kids to school for childcare, for a break. You know, I've seen parents force their kids to go to school knowing that they're sick just because they want time to themselves, which is pure foolishness. So I decided at the beginning of the year that she was going to be homeschooled this season, with this whole pandemic coronavirus situation. So, but she is in school now, but I appreciate you. Much love, Jet, for checking in on that. G-Man said, boy, there were fake accounts of Johnny Boy's live too. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I've not been over to Johnny Boy's and probably won't be going over there for a while, G-Man, because Johnny Boy has some type of issue with me. Why, I don't know, but whatever. It is what it is, man. I don't get it set or into all of that bullshit. It is what it is. I don't got no issues with him, so fuck it. Hope your daughter's feeling better, my man. She is die hard. I appreciate all you guys checking on her. She's feeling great, and she's asking me 1,000 questions again. She wouldn't even really talk for a couple of days. She wouldn't really drink or eat or any of that. She's kind of lethargic, just laying around, right? And so all of that's turned around. My daughter, let me tell you something about that 10-year-old. She's so cute, and I love her. That child can eat, right? And this is how I can tell if she's really feeling bad, or if she's really feeling bad, or if she's putting on a show. When she don't eat. Because that child can eat. She loves to eat. And one of her favorite things in life is food. And so when those 2 days was going and she wouldn't eat, I was like, okay, well, yeah. yeah, she's not really feeling good. Yeah, buddy. I just went and got my medicine, guys. This here is gelato. That's gelato. And this is the PBB. Not the PVC, but the PBB. The medicine. It's the best medicine in the world. That's where my ride was, to get my medicine. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I can't wait for this weekend's fights, man. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to shut this down, guys, and I'm gonna get ready to crank another live up real quick. Our usual daily live. I just wanted to do this ride along, so I'm getting ready to crank. I'm gonna set up a StreamYard so some of you guys can jump on there and kick it with me about these fights we have. We got Dorticos and Bradis, another good fight, bro. Some good fights. So we get ready to talk about this weekend's card. That's what the live is gonna be about today. Q&A, this weekend's action coming to you. That's what we get ready to do. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. That's right, I'm coming back to back to back today. I've been gone. I've been missing you guys. See you in a minute. About 15, 20 minutes. Give me some time to set this up. Peace out.